Hey, we're live.
It says we are live. It says you are live.
No, you're live.
You're live.
You're live.
You're live.
We live.
Hola. We live. We're live.
They live.
All right. Hola.
And we're all out of bubblegum.
Hola. Welcome. Hola, Fiberinos. Welcome to this episode of the Disney Beams, Wrestling Beams, whatever you want to call us.
Yeah.
Beam Team.
All that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, and I'm Cherry.
I'm Gooch.
And Josie's downstairs doing a little bit of schoolwork before she goes back to school next week. But
she catching up.
She may come up here in a little bit.
Perhaps.
God help us when she does. But I'm gonna tweet out the link right quick. So if you have something to say it.
Hi, Giovanna.
Hi, Giovanna.
So what are we going to be doing today while you're doing that? So this is the trip you and Josie took. This is night 2.
This is night 2
of that trip. You went to North Charleston the first night.
We did.
And then this particular night is Fayetteville house show, correct?
The Fayetteville, yes, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
And you did Superstar Experience, correct?
Yes. Let me get everything tweeted out, and then
tweeting,
and then we'll talk a little bit.
Yeah, I was just talking about what it was and what you were doing, and I was unfortunately unable to make this trip, but they were able to do that. I had to work, so yes, good job for her getting schoolwork done. That's right.
Yes, absolutely. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, she's getting stuff out.
I'm
folks.
Getting the word out.
Telling people.
Tell me all about it.
Telling people. As you like to say, your peeperinos.
My peeperinos, yes.
Hey, we're live. We live.
He's alive. We're alive.
We live.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let me get it on Disney Beams
page
too. You remember?
How about it? So, Happy New Year to you, Giovanna, as well.
Yes, Happy New Year. Any New Year, yours is to go to your first live and get front row. Well, you weren't you were SmackDown. You weren't like one of the live events or the house.
Yeah, you're talking about doing like a non televised event, right, Giovanna?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you; those are a lot more fun.
They are
than SmackDowns or the pay-per-views.
The interactions are a lot more personal.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, they're always really. I mean, the SmackDowns are really fun too, and the pay-per-views are fun.
But they're under such a tight time constraint, and they have to, they have to be, Johnny on the spot for the TV timing, etc. So they don't get as much time to be able to interact with fans,
and they don't do the Superstar Experiences.
No, because they're all in production meetings, etc.
Yes.
So the live events, they don't have those constraints, and they have a little bit more leeway to interact with fans at ringside. They have the Superstar Experience available if you're able to do that. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
So the live events are really, if you're looking for personal interaction with the wrestlers, the live events are really
the house shows or live events.
The non-televised live events are the way to go.
Absolutely,
in my opinion.
I completely agree with that. But yeah, so if my voice kind of goes in and out, I'm sorry. I'm still actually recovering from having that.
Me too.
Crap from Christmas, like right before Christmas. So
yeah, me too.
But anyway, hello. So what we're gonna do, like we've done before, is we're gonna have it on in the background here, and I'm gonna give you like a little bit of insider information. So, like he said, this is night 2 of mine and Josie's road trip from August.
This is for her birthday.
It was for Josie's birthday, yes. So the North Charleston one was the first night. If you remember, that was the night that Josie.
Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis. How are you Josie finally met Drew. She got a hug from him. We took that picture that you guys have seen. We did have some interaction with him here as well. So we're just going to go ahead and start. And like I said, I'll just give you, if you watch along with it, I'll probably pause a little sometimes and give a little bit of insider information.
Yeah, and Cherry's probably going to have more on this because I wasn't actually present for this trip,
right?
Because of work. But yeah,
your greatest memory is meeting Drew and getting a hug from him. I know. I was so happy for
Crystal,
you.
thank you. You're too
thank
kind.
you, Crystal. I love you, girl. Mwah. But yeah, Giovanna, I was so happy for you getting to meet him, and you actually got him to make the video for the Drew McIntyre fan group. That was really cool. That was awesome. So all right, so let's go ahead and start this. So yeah, so it just starts with me and Josie being silly as always.
Well, it's normal.
True. And
Josie being sassy.
Josie's being sassy.
That's down by the ring though.
Yeah, that's down by the ring. Yeah, and of course she had to do a heel stretch. Here, let me pause a little bit. You guys need to come to Scotland. I want to come to Scotland.
I would really like to visit Scotland, not just for wrestling, but just to go to Scotland.
I have my part of my dad's side actually is from Scotland, so I would love to, around the Glasgow area. So I would love to go one day. But yes, I want to go and see an ICW show really bad. And
George is Baird Clan.
I'm Bean Clan.
Yeah.
So yeah. So part of the Superstar experience is, so the first thing you do, and I know if I explained this in several other things, but so for the Superstar experience, what you do is first thing you do is you go in and you get to go to the merch stand, and you get to do all kinds of, you go ahead and do all of your shopping before the crowds get in. So you can go buy whatever merch they have available. You almost cried on Drew's shoulder. I know. I was crying when I saw you. I was crying when you got to meet him too. And then you go down to the ring, and then you get to take pictures by the ring. So you can't get inside the ring, but you can touch, and you can touch the ropes. This past time, and we'll do a watch along for this too. They had us by the steps, so you can actually get on the steps. You just can't get on the ring. But Josie always has to do like a heel stretch picture. This time she did a scorpion. And of course, both her and I were repping Drew, wearing our Drew shirts. She had her McIntyre Shield shirt, and I had my Nil to the Steel. Oh, and I guess I should mention. Okay, I guess I should mention this was the night after So they had the SmackDown the night before our road trip began. He had worn the Medieval Metal shirt for the very first time. And we bought our Medieval Metal shirts there. Well, Josie got Drew's Medieval, I think that's it right there.
This is it right here.
Yeah, got his Medieval Metal shirt right off of his back. There. Yeah.
That's Drew's shirt right there. He wore it to the ring.
Yep. I turned around, he had taken off his shirt and thrown it over in the corner. And I looked up to the ring because Sheamus was getting ready to start talking. And I looked over, and Josie's like,
Sheamus.
Yep, Sheamus. There you go. She was like jumping up and down. She had the shirt in her hand. And I said, Josie, do you have Drew's shirt? She was like, I got his shirt. And I was like hugging it. And I looked over at the guy, the security guy, or the ring attendant guy, and I said, thank you for giving that to her. He said, no, Drew told me to give it to her. So yeah, that
pretty awesome. So
you have to go and watch that.
So that's two shirts that she's actually gotten from Drew. The other shirt is right here, and it came off of Roman Reigns' back. And that happened in Florence.
That happened in Florence in May.
Yeah, and I was actually there for that one.
Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that.
Both of them.
We need to get those shadow boxed together. Because, yeah, that's awesome. Drew just handed her the shirts. You're not flexible. You do martial arts, though. You're still not flexible. Josie's not naturally flexible.
She has to work at it.
She has to work at it herself. Okay, so this was the Superstar experience for this one. So the first time that Josie and I did the Superstar experience in Florence in January, we had this huge like suite.
It wasn't Florence, it was Fayetteville.
No, I'm at Fayetteville.
Yeah.
So this time in Fayetteville, they showed us in like a broom closet, like right outside the backstage area. It was like so.
You didn't have as many.
It wasn't as many people, but still at the same time, it's like, why are we in this like
closet?
But so this was only the second time that Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser had done the Superstar Experience, and this is before Vinci came on too.
Is this when Josie challenged?
No, well, it's when
Ludwig?
she challenged him. But the night before, Josie had gotten Ludwig's attention by doing her, like getting all over her case and getting that getting that look from him. And so he recognized her right away, and you'll see in the pictures when you say, frame those shirts. We're framed. I wouldn't mind getting Drew's autograph on them though before we frame them.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe get that done. All right. Well, like I said, so this is Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Both are really, really, really nice. So yeah, and you can see Ludwig's like looking down at Josie's like.
I thought that was when she challenged him.
She did challenge him to a dance battle, and he said no. But Gunther looked rather amused at that. And then
the Street Profits.
So the Street Profits, that was 2 nights in a row that we got the Street Profits and the Superstar Experience, and they were amazing and awesome. Angelo Dawkins knows our friend JD Drake.
Yep.
And so I told him, I said, by the way, JD said to tell you, you're not beating him in bowling. He was like, oh man, nah, I'm gonna beat him. And
you know how competitive wrestlers are.
And their Montez Ford blew a kiss to Josie. And Josie's like trying to have a fight with this fan, this Bloodline fan.
A Bloodline fan. That's funny.
Yeah, I remember when you met Gunther at the airport. That was for that SmackDown. So there they are talking junk to the Bloodline fan. And the woman in the back there, that is Kat.
Yeah.
She was the coordinator for that particular Superstar Experience. I think when you went, it was Tinia.
Yes, it was Tinia.
All right, so there's Josie by the ring.
So, Louis, you're training to be a wrestler?
Yes.
Very cool.
Good luck with that.
If I wasn't almost 50 years old.
Okay, so there's Bianca Belair. So this is the night that Josie got filmed for WWE's IG, Instagram, and TikTok, and she wound up on Bianca Belair's Instagram and TikTok.
And she ended up on WWE's Instagram that night too, right? Or was
well, no, it was from the night before.
That was from the night
because
before she was talking with Dolph.
She was having her and Dolph were critiquing. We're critiquing Ciampa's lime green ring gear. Hi, Kay, girl. What's up? She's in Tennessee.
Oh, okay, cool.
And there's Asuka. Love Asuka.
Yep.
We met her in May, actually.
I was there for that one.
Yes. That was amazing to actually get to meet Asuka.
Her, and we met Shayna, and we met AJ.
AJ Styles, yes. And I've been wanting to meet AJ Styles for 20 years, so that was amazing. So I got action and I got pictures. I think recently I've been doing mostly videos because they're easier to edit than pictures.
They're trying to put pictures together, yeah.
But this was a great match. But what was funny is we wound up for both of these nights, Josie and I for both these nights basically wound up in the exact same seats. Like in the corner, and we wound up basically with the same seats for Greensboro
on this past Wednesday night.
Yeah, this past Wednesday. It's a really good spot. It's because you're right behind the announcer, and like Byron, like 2 nights in a row was like he was all about Josie for this one, and Alicia Taylor. Okay, here we go.
This is when Bianca's getting ready to come down.
Yeah.
To Josie.
So at this point, Josie's doing the Bianca song and her dance. And Matt, MJ, the guy from WWE, is filming her doing her thing. And so everyone's cheering for Bianca. I love her. I think she's fantastic.
There's Matt, by the way.
Yep, there's MJ.
Yeah.
See, he's
messing.
He's messing with
talking
her.
to Josie.
He loves her.
That's him right by the way.
And that's him literally telling her right there, go see that little girl.
Yeah.
It's him telling her right there, go see that little girl. Okay, so here she comes. She's coming out of the ring. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that moment right there. See.
Yeah.
And there's a picture. And there's a picture right there from the Instagram.
Of course, she's from Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, everyone I've met from Tennessee is nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's Finn and Dominic.
Yeah. So
before Dominic
was a member of the the most miscast member of Judgment Day.
Judgment Day ever.
Finn at this point, I think, had just turned like a couple. It hadn't been long since Finn.
He had just joined Judgment Day.
Yeah. Actually, Josie is from Virginia. She was born in Virginia. She was born in Richmond. But yeah, we're.
I think she was talking about Bianca.
Oh,
Bianca's
yes,
she's from Knoxville, right?
She's from Knoxville. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Finn had just turned. They had just kicked Edge out of Judgment Day at this point. I think maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before that, and he had attacked Dominic from behind for the match. And actually,
they were recruiting him by beating the snot out of him.
Yeah, but you'll see a lot of Damian and Finn here because I like both Damian, but especially Finn. And Josie's like. Everyone's like booing Finn and Damian and
she loves Finn.
And
I mean, we all like Finn.
And Josie is screaming, "All rise for the Judgment Day!" Matt is awesome. His person who's taking pictures. Yes, Matt. Yeah, MJ Matt, is amazing.
He is really cool.
He's become a really good friend. He was there in Greensboro.
Yeah, I actually met him for the first time this past Wednesday night. He was super nice.
Yes, and there's Damian and that really low voice. Roll rise for the Judgment Day. And there he is beating up Dominic.
That was before Dominic found his mommy.
And yes, as you can see, I have my jury. I do have my jury set up here as we watch Dominic get the stuffing beat out of him. I've got my Drew mini stand up. I've got my 3MB Drew, and it's just kind of out of sight, but I've got the Drew pop right here. But yeah, my friend Christina. Actually, I need to. Oh, that's yours. Where's mine?
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh, duh.
Where you put it?
Oops. Well, yeah, there we are. Of course, her and I are cheering for.
We weren't huge fans of Dominic as a Mysterio anyway. I mean, Damian and Finn were just better anyway.
Yeah.
Now Dominic has improved.
Well,
but I think he's had to because he's around. He's
improved.
He's around superior talent that's not his dad.
Yeah, he's had to. But yeah, my friend Christina is like all about Damian Priest right now. So I had to send her pictures from this to completely torture her. He is tall in person.
He is tall.
Oh my God. You have the 2 Drew Funko Pops? Yeah. I need to get one to get it signed or something. Or give one to.
Are they still beating up Dominic?
Yes, they're still beating up Dominic.
I mean, isn't the match over?
No.
Oh, the match is still going on.
The match is still going on. And this is so Finn had started wearing the long tights at the time, and I'm like, okay, I don't like that.
He's not wearing
but he wore trunks for this one because he knows I like him better in trunks.
I'm sure he
That's
knew you were going to be
exactly
there.
Where you get the cardboard cutout. So I bought it actually. So the big one that we have, that's literally life size. It's like 6'5" of Drew for Josie's birthday. I got it. This came with it, and I found it on Amazon. And I think it shipped from Glasgow. But yeah, I got it back in. You just look
probably
for
June.
Yeah, June. I just typed in Drew McIntyre cardboard cutout and found it
on Amazon. Yeah,
yeah.
He is very tall.
He is like one of the largest human beings I've ever been.
Next to Big Show.
Big Show. Well, yeah, but Big Show almost didn't fall on me. Drew almost fell on me.
No, Big Show almost broke an elevator we were on.
And there's Finn.
We'll talk about that at another time.
And there's Finn and his abs, and
I have an ab, just one. It's just large. It's keg sized.
Wow.
I don't have a 6-pack. I have a keg.
Damien doing the whole. Oh, and the ref. Love Josie. Okay, so there's Ciampa in his lime green gear. So, funny story. This one right here. Dolph is coming out. So does your hubby. So Josie's screaming at him, of course. And we had met him the day before, actually, in North Charleston. He's so sweet.
Yeah, you met him on his way in, didn't you?
Yeah, he was. And there's Lashley. Oh, that's right. Dolph's involved in a different one. The night before, it was a 3-way match for the U.S. title because Lashley's still U.S. champion at this point. And I think this is the show where there is this woman kind of adjacent to us. She is hating on Lashley, and he's trying to get her on his side. She is not having it. Oh God, I love Dolph too. Drew and Dolph, I loved them as a team together. I really did. But Dolph, 2 nights in a row, they were talking about. He and Josie were talking about Broga.
Right. Well, Josie brought it up to him. And he's like, "No, I want to wear my denim." It makes me feel like a rock star.
Makes me feel like a rock star.
No, I said makes me feel like it's the 80s.
Yeah, it makes me feel like it's 80s. Yeah, that was it. It's a Ciampa, for whatever reason, found a chair and sat down. But I know he recently had surgery. I hope his recovery is going well because Ciampa's amazing. Hopefully he will be coming back with DIY and not with The Miz. Oh yeah, that was the other security guard that knows Josie. The guy with the black hair. That was in front of us for a good part of it this past time. And Josie's
getting after him.
I don't think Josie cares whether you're a face or a heel. She'll just
get after you. Her, she doesn't.
Yeah, and if you don't, she gets after you. Just ask John Skyler. They still have a feud.
They do still have a feud, and he's on Impact now.
He is,
and he's still propagating this feud over Twitter.
He is he'll just I'll tweet something about Josie, and he'll
randomly say she's a loser.
She's a loser.
Last time he did that, you said something about. No, that was you last night against Bully Ray.
Yeah. It was when. Yeah, he got
squashed by Bully Ray.
A minute
and a half.
I think it may have been a minute and a half. But now he's showing forces with Bully Ray. So
now he's got this team called the Good Hands or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, there goes Ciampa. But yeah, I think this was the match. That woman over there is just laying into Lashley. It was hilarious. And I think the reason why Josie was laying into Lashley is because she was wanting Dolph in that match. I don't know. But Lashley is a very impressive specimen.
And he appears to be a nice guy.
He is a very nice guy. Champ is also a very nice dude.
Yeah.
He's kind of quiet and kind of reserved, but the night before he had seen Josie sign for Drew, and he was like, "Oh, you're a Drew fan? Yeah, he's one of my favorite guys. He's awesome." And at first, she was kind of scared to meet Ciampa, but when he
can be intimidating. He's got an intimidating look about him.
He does, but after he said that,
but he's kind of super nice.
Yeah, it put her at ease, and but he's not tall at all.
No, he's not. I'm
actually probably not much shorter than him. Kofi is amazing.
awesome. Yes, he is.
We met him at the SmackDown in Greensboro last year.
Yeah, we sure did.
Or I guess
it's been a little over a year.
God. Time is passing by way too fast. But now all of a sudden she's saying, "I love you, Bobby."
Yeah, I don't know.
She changes like that. He is very sweet. He is the sweetest guy.
Oh, there's Seth.
Seth Rollins. So this is when he was still feuding with Riddle, and Riddle still can't compete. Well, we know why now he couldn't compete. So Seth is getting ready to lay into the people of Fayetteville.
But they're singing his song.
Josie was too. Josie loves Seth. And then Josie goes, burn it down.
Yeah.
But yes, Drew is like one of the sweetest people. Just he's amazing. Freaking Rollins. And Josie's screaming, "We love you, Seth." But so the night before, he didn't have his wrestling gear on, and Riddle came out to beat him up. But he had his wrestling gear on, so I knew he was getting ready to have a match. So here comes Dolph. So they wound up having a match together. And he's wearing the denim jacket right here. So he literally takes off the jacket. And I don't know if I got it on film or not, on video or not. But he took off the jacket, came over to the corner, threw it. It missed the guy and hit me on the shoulder and landed in Josie's chair. And Josie grabs it thinking, "Oh, I get to keep this." No. And the guy was like, no, we have to have that one back. She's like, "Oh, man." Yes, we did have an intermission. It was right after this, actually.
Most of the live events have an intermission.
Yeah.
They'll do like
3 matches.
Three or 4 matches, and then whoever the main person is for the intermission, the match before the intermission, will do like a little speech, and then they'll do an intermission, and then they'll go into the back half of the show.
So here goes Seth saying, "Oh, I'm not facing you," and then Dolph gets him to come back. Says he's Seth freaking coward. And Giovanna, I love that Drew, like the pictures of him and Dolph together. I love that Drew glasses and like facial hair on him. That was hilarious. That was fantastic. So they're calling him Chicken, and you get called Chicken, you have to go back in the ring.
And Josie's yelling Chicken
because that's like Josie's favorite.
That's her favorite word. Yeah, I mean,
or chicken nugget.
But Chicken is like her signature.
That's how she taunts all of them.
Yeah, that's her signature taunt for all of them.
Okay, let me see if they have it on, because he's getting ready to take the jacket off, and he's going to throw it and hit me in the shoulder. Chicken. He's like, "You're on." Yeah. Nope, missed it. Dang it. I thought I had it on video, but I didn't. But yeah, that was awesome. I'm like, I've never been hit with a wrestler's ring gear before. That was pretty cool. So there's Dolph literally right in front of us.
Didn't he come over like after the match?
It's after the match, yeah. They'll iPad. The iPad?
Oh, she said iPad, but it's iPatch.
Okay.
Yeah, the double ears and when he drew on
yes, that was hilarious. Yeah. It's like something he would do. So there he is. So Dolph's getting his throat draped over the thing. What's funny is I did one of the on one of the TikTok videos that I put out recently. Some guy was like, "No hate, but how do they all seem to know her?" Talking about Josie, I'm like, she's been to some live events, but like this past time, like this was the first time we met Bray Wyatt and Jinder um and Kevin Owens and Braun. So they
all just come to her.
They just come to her because she's so energetic and so excited. Okay, so I gotta. So this,
we gotta frame this a little bit.
Okay, so I gotta frame it. It says after I saw the drawing that Drew did on, I pictured it off. I just had to sit there and laugh. It was so funny. He's such a dork. Okay, so halftime has just happened, and I'm looking up in the ring, and then all of a sudden I look back, and Josie's got this autograph from Drew, and I've never seen this picture before. I'm like, where did you get that? And Josie's just like,
they gave it to me.
Like this. Well, come to find out that it was actually my friend Kelly's picture that I didn't know that she had given it to Kat to get signed. I thought she was going to try to get Drew to sign it when he went around. I didn't know. I didn't know. And everything was such a blur because Kat had us going so fast during the Superstar Experience, like our heads were spinning, and then you had all of that going on. So when Kelly saw this video of her, she was like, "That's actually my picture." So in Greensboro, we gave it back to her. We gave it back to her, but then Josie got she gave Josie a really cool poster of Drew.
It's a similar picture, but it's bigger.
It's a really big poster, and it's Drew like down on his knee. It says "Kneel to the Steel." So we're going to try to get that and her actual Josie Lives in Claymore Country sign.
The famous sign.
The famous sign. And we'll talk a little bit after this about how we know that her sign is actually famous. But this is Josie getting that autograph, and she's just like, but yeah, it just says, "Sign me." And Drew signed it. But yeah, Kat had come over and given her this picture, and it was just like,
you see Josie's face.
You see her face.
She didn't know what to think. Come to find out, it was for someone else. But
I have no idea how Jinder knows her. I highly suspect it has something to do with a certain large Scotsman we keep talking about.
We think, but we don't know. I mean,
it could also be from Heath because Heath knows her too. Heath Slater knows her too.
But we'll talk more, I guess, a little more about that when we get to that video.
Yeah, well, and we'll talk a little bit when after this. But the match is that's right. The match is still going on here, and Josie's still just like
dumbfounded.
Really like
she's dumbfounded.
That happened. But Kelly was like, I texted her, we sent her a message like, where's the thing, and they never got back to me, and I'm like, yeah, we've had it all along because we thought that Drew would literally sign something and had it sent to her. We had no idea.
Yeah, so I'm glad we found out. Yeah, and we returned it where it belongs. But it was a cool moment for Josie because she thought it was
directly from Drew. Because they had done that the night before, but it was one of those, wait, I got one right here.
It was one of these.
It was one of these, and it was signed specifically for Josie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just weird how Jinder just like looked at her. Well, he glanced over at me because Josie is screaming 3MB. And then he cut his eyes to me, and then he looked over at Josie, and I was like, "Hey, I know you." I was like, "You do?" I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, but
you signed your poster. Yeah, you had your SmackDown. I know.
That's awesome.
Josie forgot to get Drew when she got the hug. Forgot to get Drew to sign.
She was still
like in absolute awestruck that she had just gotten a hug from him. So okay, so Seth is getting ready to get out of the ring, but then he goes back and attacks Dolph after he's won after Seth has won.
He's like, "Who's a chicken now?"
Yeah, he's a chicken now. And here goes Riddle.
Yeah.
Here comes Riddle.
And that's Saxton behind.
Yeah, that's Byron Saxton. All right, Riddle's beating him up. Oops. Seth just knocked him on his butt.
And
Seth just ate a
super
kick from
Dolph.
All right, Dolph. So this is the night that Dolph stole the baby and went back to the back with the baby in his hand. We did not get to meet Riddle here, but here comes Dolph.
And he has a conversation with Josie.
He sees his buddy. Here he comes. Here he goes. More Broga. You owe me one.
So apparently
he said that
Josie's got to go help him out next time.
Yeah, he said next time I'm getting beat up, you're gonna help me.
Help me,
you're
right?
gonna help me, right?
Deal.
So he gave her a deal. When Drew saw Josie and gave her a hug, did Drew stop? Yeah, he stopped.
Yeah,
he stopped for a minute. They had this full on conversation. I couldn't hear everything that was said, but so there's Natty. She saw Josie and said, "That's my girl right there," because we had met her the night before in the Superstar Experience. But they had this full on conversation, and I kind of sort of heard what was said, but I didn't hear. And Josie couldn't remember because she was just so happy to talk to him, and she got the big hug from him, and we took the picture, and I told him, "Thank you so much for everything you've done for her. You have no idea the impact you've had on her." And he was just like, "No, thank you guys, because I couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you." And I was just like, I just had a conversation with Drew McIntyre. I've only been waiting 15 years for that.
Oh, and it's Liv. She was still champ at that point.
Yes, Liv was still champ. She should still be champ, but
she should still be.
Just me.
I really like what they're doing with her right now there.
But Liv is another one that loves Josie. You probably saw the video from this past week.
This past week, she was up in the ring. She was waiting for Shayna to come down, and she literally got out of the ring, ran over to Josie, gave her a hug, and then went back in the ring.
Well, she was in the corner and was doing her thing, and then she saw Josie, was like, "Hi, baby!" And then when Shayna's music hit, she rolled out of the ring and came and gave her a big old hug. So yeah.
I mean, literally, she got out of the ring, beeline to Josie, gave her a hug, and then went back in the ring.
But Josie didn't know who to cheer for here because she loves both Natty and Liv. After the picture of Drew, I got smacked down. I had a couple of minute conversation together. Yeah. Well, you also had the big, the conversation with him when you met him for Make-A-Wish too, which was amazing. Oh, there's MJ again. But yeah, we love Natty too. Natty is so sweet. I've met her a couple of times. She's amazing. Yeah. Stuff is still acting up. Oh. Yep. And Liv one. Oh, and there's my friend John. I didn't want. She's pushing Saxton.
Well, I mean, it's Saxton.
Hey, I love Saxton.
I do too. I like Byron.
He's a really sweet dude. He loved Josie. He actually told me this. He said, "I wish she was behind me every single night. She's so much fun." I was like, "What's up with that?" I got chills after the hug with Drew and the kid. I know he kissed you on the cheek. I know. I'm so happy for you. But yeah, there's Shinsuke.
Yeah,
one of Josie's first favorites. Who just competed in Japan. against the Great
The
Buddha.
Great Buddha, yeah.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Wasn't that Muda's last match?
Yes, Buddha's last match. And I think Sting was there too.
He was.
Talk about a rivalry for the ages.
Oh, no kidding.
Sting and Great Muda. Oh yeah. Yeah. One of the first times Josie got recognized by a wrestler actually was on Twitter's Shinsuke Nakamura. She was like we were watching Raw, and she's like starting to do her thing, and she says, Shinsuke Nakamura was my friend. And she starts doing like his little dancing, and I tweeted it, and he liked it.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2022 was a crazy.
It really was.
Oh, there's Gunther. Hold on. There we go.
Oh.
It does that sometimes. Yeah.
Hiccuped on us.
Yeah, I did a little hiccup. Yeah, I think Ludwig's completely adorable. But and now Josie's trying to get under his skin again.
Yeah.
But 2 nights in a row, we watched this. It was Gunther versus.
She's sticking her tongue out at.
Yes,
Kaiser
yes, she is. She is. You're going down, Ludwig. Oh God, she's hilarious. But yeah, 2 nights in a row we watched the match. Gunther versus Nakamura, and then that next weekend we went to the SmackDown, which we'll do a watch along for that too at some point.
That was the one in Raleigh, right?
That was the one in Raleigh.
Yeah.
We watched that same match, and it was so good. Yeah, I remember you met him at the airport after that SmackDown, I think. And Matt is like literally.
He's laughing so
Matt
hard.
is laughing so
He's
hard.
like dying. He's dying.
Like that's what she does, man. She. Yep. She was like, hey! God. The day before you met Drew. Yeah. But yeah, it was like, I think it was after the show, Byron was just like, man, I wish she was sitting behind me every single show. She's incredible. And now she's calling him a chicken again.
She gets after him.
Yep. Oh, big old clothesline from Gunther. And Shinsuke kicked out. But yeah, this match was incredible. The televised match that next week on SmackDown was amazing. These were even better. These untelevised matches were superb. When you first saw Drew during your Make-A-Wish experience, you didn't know what to do, so you just ran up and gave him I heard you go, Drew! And ran up to him. That made
Kay mentioned Josie has the attitude to go after them.
Oh, she does.
She certainly does.
So
and they know it too, because
they
that's part of the reason they interact with her.
Yes.
And that's kind of how the feud with John Schuyler started.
That's exactly how the feud with John Schuyler started.
Because he was trying to, it was the first match of the night, and Josie was cheering for Lucky Ali, which was his opponent.
This was at the New Japan
show.
High Energy, I think is what it was called.
The New Japan show here in Charlotte.
And Gunther won, by the way.
And he yells, "Shut up, kid!" And she just lights into him.
She stood up like, "Oh, I know
you!" just lit into him.
The crowd got behind her and got all over him,
which is what he wanted.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted.
But that's how this whole thing has started. It was that New Japan show. When they got into each other.
Yeah, and it like Skylar said it was just like, it's great that she's into pro wrestling.
This is direct messages with him on Twitter.
Direct message. Oh, there's Shamey.
Yeah, he says he loves that she loves pro wrestling, and
he said I actually should thank. He said tell getting after her got me a ton of heat that night.
Really got the crowd
after me, so I should be thanking you guys.
So we on the low, we have a pretty good relationship with John Schuyler, and
he's great.
And we interact, but
in kayfabe,
they're at each other.
Oh yeah. So there's Shamey, and he's teaming with the Usos.
Sammy.
No,
is this before he was an honorary Us?
I think he was still trying to play up to being an honorary Us, but he wasn't there that night.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was Shamey and the Usos versus Drew and the Street Profits. That was second night in a row that happened. But that first night, the night that Josie got the hug from Drew, Shamey took the shillelagh and hit Drew in like the rib area. And afterwards, when we were getting the hug, you could see the big red mark. Sheamus really hit him. Like, they really hit each other.
Sammy was being a chicken.
When you went to SmackDown. Yeah, that was the cage match with Drew. I remember that. So there's the Street Profits. And Montez Ford is one of like the funniest people.
He's actually one of the nicest people.
He's so nice, and so is Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah,
they are so funny.
And let me tell you, Angelo Dawkins, he's upped his game. Montez Ford is clearly the more athletic.
Don't sleep on.
But Angelo Dawkins has upped his game, and I think he knew he had to because Montez was elevating as well. So
here comes
I think they're both really good.
Here comes Drew. And I'm having to do my camera my phone like this because Josie's like got her sign up.
Hi, Dolores. I don't think we're going to make the NXT show in Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We've just got too much going on, recovering from Christmas, stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to make it to that. We'll probably just watch from the couch.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely watch from the couch. I hated that. Oh, there's Drew. Josie's going nuts at this point. The lumberjack match that night where Drew wore your bracelet. I remember that. Drew being a dork. What else is new? Yeah.
He didn't bring Angelo that night, it looks like.
He had it like at the top of the. I think he had it at the top of the ramp, and he left it at the ramp. Oh, can't knock Drew over. Yep, there he is. I love it when it's Drew Day too.
Drew and the New Day, yeah.
When Drew
I like
Day,
that too.
Because they'll actually get on the rope with them and do that thing, and watching Kofi try to do the pec pop is hilarious. Let's see. How are you?
So, Dolores, are you asking that of Giovanna, or are you asking that of us? For how we're friends with Drew.
Well, Drew is a big fan of Josie.
Yeah.
Because we did a video. We had a video done for her birthday and for her dance competition. And since then, I've tweeted a lot of different things about Josie, and he's liked and quote tweeted and retweeted a bunch of stuff with her.
And they actually first met in Fayetteville the night before this was filmed right here.
But several times before that, he's seen her. Josie lives in Claymore Country sign and pointed to her and acknowledged her.
Giving her a shirt.
Giving her 2 shirts actually.
One from Roman and
one from Roman and one of his. And then a couple of times, like when he was leaving the arena, he's rolled down his window and talked to her.
And it's just about been being at the shows and being visible.
Yeah. And Giovanna met him because she was his first live in person Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
Let's see. And so the hat thing's going on with the Usos. So what happened here?
The free merch.
Okay, so the Street Profits went and grabbed the Usos hat, and of course they're saying, "We want it back," and And so
similar to what happened with Roman's
kind
shirt.
of what happened with Roman's shirt with Josie. Yeah, Drew commented on your post. I saw that.
Yep.
So the Street Profits threw it to this kid at ringside, and the kid threw it back to the Usos.
And Jay's like, "Yeah, that's right. He's a good kid."
And then Montez is like, "Are you crazy? That's
free merch."
So then Drew. So then they went and grabbed it again and threw it way out. Like it wasn't coming back.
No.
That time. That's what happened here with Josie. They were teasing like Kofi got Roman's shirt.
It was Drew and the New Day.
Drew and New Day versus Roman and the Bloodline. They got Roman's shirt and were teasing throwing it out. The Usos grabbed it, put it in the corner.
Well, threw it down on the floor.
Well, down on the floor. Well, Drew went to the other side in through the ropes, went and grabbed the shirt, and because he had seen Josie sign and knew who she was and knew that she was his fan, made a beeline for Josie and handed her the shirt. Yeah, the one that's sitting right over there. It's the best. So they're teasing, throwing the hat, and I'm like, when the hat came back the first time, I'm like, give that hat to Josie because it won't come back with her because she let Roman know right away about his shirt. No, Drew gave it to me. It's mine. You can't have it back.
And he just went.
He was. And yes, the kilt strip. It is what it is. And so. And there's Sheamus. I do love Sheamus. I do. When they go against each other, yes. Cut the border. When he and Drew go against each other, it's just, oh God, it's so.
They have a great chemistry together.
They have incredible. I mean, it's been built up over the last 16 years. Wolf.
I swear. Like a bunch of teenagers.
But yeah, my friend Kelly got a really good picture of that because she was sitting literally right in front of where their tag corner was. But yeah, when they go against each other, and I read they actually really do hit each other. That's how the level of trust that the two of them have with each other.
They call it throwing potatoes.
Yeah, and when I saw that mark on Drew's stomach the night before from that shillelagh, I'm like, it was bright red too. I'm like, holy crap. What did we get signed in Greensboro? The only thing that we got signed was actually in the Superstar Experience. We got the autograph book that they.
I got that poster.
Well, yeah. So we got the autograph book signed. The ones who appeared in Greensboro was Karrion Kross and Scarlett and Hit Row. So we got the autograph. We got the autograph book signed. We got this lithograph of it was almost like a Where's Waldo with the WWE superstars. He got that signed, and then Josie got her hat signed. When we're at ringside, we're more focused on just interacting with them and getting pictures with them. If you saw the Bray Wyatt thing, that I think the last time I checked had 100. I'm still
200,000 views.
It had over 200,000 views on TikTok alone. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm still in shock with that. But yeah, I did not expect that to blow up like it did. But let's see. But yeah, when we're at ringside, we're a lot more about
the match and actual
personal interactions after the match, and
rather than
the moments than getting stuff signed. And also, we do try to go see them come into the arena and leave. We, as best as we can. Let's see. Because Charlotte, back in March for SmackDown, the ones that stopped were actually all the women. It was Shotzi, Natty, Zelina Vega, and Sasha.
I was going to say, did you meet Sasha Banks then too?
Yeah. The new Titans Dome Stadium has passed the Metro Council, and that was Big Hurdle. I promised you. Oh. How do you feel that Drew is back? How do you think I feel? I'm happy.
She's
I
excited.
just wish.
She should have been 2 nights sooner.
She should have been 2 nights sooner. Oh, God. But,
so Titans are getting a new stadium. Is that right? That's cool.
Yeah, because we were there for SummerSlam, and
sun was in our face.
God, it was hot.
They should have had us on the other side of the stadium in the shade.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Lighting wouldn't have been as good there.
The lighting wouldn't have been as good, and we did have those like personal fans that they gave us in the VIP thing.
It still wasn't the same.
Yeah. Are we going to WrestleMania 39? No. That's the one out in LA. No.
Yeah, probably not. We're probably not this year, maybe next year. We'll see. We got to plan for it and do some budgeting around that. So.
Maybe Philadelphia, but they're talking about possibly SummerSlam being back in Nashville this year.
Again, we'll have to do some budgeting.
I need to get a job.
If we do SummerSlam, we're probably not going to be able to do
Yeah, I recently was laid off. I recently was laid off from my job, so I need to get a job so that we can continue doing these adventures because we love doing it. So much fun. But I do have to have an income in order to do this. But yeah, Drew just got the hot tag now. And he's beating up a Nuso.
And a Sheamus.
Really, yeah. Yeah, really. I did just get laid off. So.
Yeah. And you know what? We'll be okay. I have 100% confidence that Cherry's going to find something. She works really hard at what she does, and it wasn't anything that she did. It's just the company.
They laid off like 50 people before Christmas.
They had budget cuts, and you know, it happens. So we're gonna deal with it just like any other family does. We're gonna work through it together. Yeah. And we'll be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Drew's now getting beat up. Well, for right now, anyway. Well, now Sheamus is getting beat up. Imagine. I wish I could teach you what I do. What do you do? I know you said something about the gold thing. Excuse me. Once again, that stuff is still. Oh, Drew's getting ready to drop a new so. Wham! Breaker. And he's got to be extra doing the kip up. Saw the Usos at the Albany show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3, 2, and there he is.
There was the shillelagh.
With the shillelagh, and he really got hit again. Because you could actually hear the smack pretty good. Oh, crud.
Yeah.
Josie was supposed to go to the dentist today. Wait.
I don't think that was today.
Maybe it's next week. Hold on. I just got some sort of a reminder. Hold on. Okay, it's the 23rd. Never mind. I don't know why it just buzzed on my phone just now.
You probably said. So you bid online gold auctions of bulk sterling and gold. That's cool.
Oh,
I mean, that could be like really interesting soon if Putin does what they're talking about him doing. So
yeah, that's true.
They're talking about him possibly saying instead of accepting dollars for his oil and gas, that he's going to put it on gold. He'll accept gold only, which.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking pounds.
All right, so they got disqualified, and now they're making it into...
Giovanna puts reminders in your phone.
I always put reminders on my phone.
But she
for
says
some
she
reason,
puts reminders in your phone.
always put reminder. It says always put reminders in your phone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I do, but for some reason it popped up like 21 days early. I don't know. You're talking pounds. So they've gotten disqualified, but now they're making a street match. So of course here goes Sheamus and Drew doing what Sheamus and Drew things. And they're coming right by us. Here they come right there. Boom. And seriously, those are two very large human beings.
They are large humans.
So in Greensboro for the SmackDown back in November.
Yeah, reminder. January 23rd.
Oh, it was a text. We got a text. Okay.
Yeah.
So right here. So at the SmackDown in Greensboro back in 2021, the November 2021, Drew got knocked off the apron during the
and almost landed in her lap.
Yeah, it was during the commercial break, and literally almost come over the barricade into my lap, and I'm like, okay, you're one large human being. I knew he was big, but I did not expect him to be that huge. He is a large human being. On the other hand, Roman Reigns is not as big as you think he is.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Don't get us wrong. He's a big guy. I just thought he'd be bigger.
He gives off this aura that he's like 7 foot tall, and in reality, he's smaller than
He's
Drew.
probably like 6'3", 6'4".
He's 6'3".
Yeah.
He and Sheamus both are 6'3".
Which isn't small. He's not a small
No, it's not small, but he gives off this
I just
aura
thought
that
he would be bigger.
That he's huge. Like, way huge.
When I saw him in person the first time, I was like, I thought he'd be bigger.
Yeah. Okay, and here come the tables, because people ask for tables. But if you're the one that sets up the table,
you're the one
going through it. Sheamus kicked the barricade. You were a little nervous. See what Sheamus is going to do to me. He wasn't going to do anything to you. He was messing with you. If you cheer for Drew, he's going to mess with you, because he messed with Denise in Tampa, because she had her Drew shirt on and had her Drew sign. Drew is huge. He's a huge dude. And now Josie's getting after Sheamus. Although we do love him. When he's not going against Drew, I cheer for him. And there he is with the knees. And of course, he probably hit Drew harder with the knees than anyone else. Now, fella. Yep, there he is, kicking the chair out. Now he's going to try to put Drew through the table. And they're screaming for tables.
Because that's what we do.
And he has a mustache. It has one mustache on it, muscle on his stomach. Ha! And Sheamus just went through the table.
Now, I'm only about 5'10". I've got more than just one muscle, though.
Claymore! And Drew's selling the back, because that's what he does. And being extra and being a dork. Yeah.
Well, because you got to play to the fans in the back, too.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I did, Kay.
All right.
She said, oh, no, you didn't.
So they're doing a thing. So the night before, they took that picture of Montez Ford laying on the mat, and they put the table on top of them, and they were doing this thing where they're getting ready to do the reverse thing with Angelo Dawkins laying down with the table on top of him. Andrew's talking, saying things in a Scottish accent. Yeah, this time Angelo got it. See, now they're setting the table up like they're just kind of sitting at the table going, yo. And now Drew's putting the table over. Street Profits are acting a fool. They're so funny. And Drew talking about thanking the fans and he had to get a little slam in on Roman for taking the day off.
Oh yeah, which is pretty normal for lately.
Pretty normal for the past 2 years. So, up and we want the smoke. So here goes Dawkins. He's getting ready to lay down and do the thing for. Yep, there he goes. Just plop down and then MJ's getting ready to take the picture. I think Montez is doing yeah, and Drew's being a doofus. All right, here we go. And he pointed to Josie.
Of course, she has the sign up.
She has her sign up. Of course she does. I just heard her. So these are a couple of pictures that my friend Kelly took from the show because she was right there where they were.
Where they come in.
Where they come in, and she was right there where their tag corner was. So I put a few of her pictures in on this video. She had some really good ones. But yeah, this was a really fun show. It was a really fun girl show. This was the show that I had originally booked for me and Josie, but
okay, if you got something caught in your throat or something, you keep whooping. But it comes out on your keyboard, so
I would have no idea what's going on with that. No clue. Anyway, but when I saw that they were going to be in North Charleston on that Saturday, and Denise, my friend Denise, was just like, "Why don't you just make it a girls' trip?" All right, that's the end of the video right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the North Charleston video. When my friend Denise was just like, "Why don't you just make it like a weekend? See if you have the money."
Nice.
You were being nice. See if you can make both shows. See if you can do the Superstar Experience. Now look, there were 2 seats available, the one on the end and then the one on the second row behind it. So I went ahead and I purchased those 2 tickets. Those were her big birthday presents. The 2 tickets for that weekend. And I'm so glad that we did that North Charleston one the night before this one, because that's where she met Drew. So had we not done that, that wouldn't have happened. So it was serendipity, whatever.
Stars aligned, karma.
Stars aligned. But that trip was amazing. Because we're about 3 hours away from North Charleston. So Josie and I drove down I-77 and 26 to get to North Charleston, and we stayed at the arena. It was literally like 0.1.
Well, not at the arena, but
well,
at a hotel near the arena.
Well, it was like 0.1 miles away from the arena. Literally, you take a left out of our hotel, and then the immediate right, and the arena's right there.
Fortuitous. That's a good word.
Fortuitous. Yes, that's a good. I saw your picture with Drew. You got a bunch of pictures with Drew, girl. Excuse me. But and then Fayetteville is about 3 hours away from North Charleston. So literally it was just almost like a triangle.
Yep.
And then,
Fayetteville's probably a couple hours from here.
Yep. And we wound up staying in the same hotel that we stayed in for Fayetteville back in January too. So
which is right near that arena.
Yeah, it's about 2
It's near
hours away from that arena. Yeah.
2 hours.
Not 2 hours. It's about 5 to 7 minutes away from there.
Yeah,
it's not far.
More like 2 miles,
Maybe 2 miles.
not 2 hours.
I know. I'm sorry, my brain's dead. But anyway, so that was the video for Fayetteville. Now we have a couple more watch-alongs to do with our trips. We probably could do one for WrestleCade. I still got to do the second WrestleCade video because I did not include any of the stuff from the AML show on that Sunday.
I swear that Nick Cage match.
I didn't get any video from that because my phone died. It was, oh God, it was disgusting. It was like George South.
Nick Cage and George South. I mean, I think the only thing we got is a picture at the end with you and Nick Cage.
I got I got Nick Cage's entrance.
Okay.
But I got the picture of Josie and I with Nick Gage, and I'm not, I did a Nick Gage. I did a death match, and I can say that I did it, and
it was entertaining.
It was entertaining. Yes, I saw that he put a heart on your post because you tagged me in the post, and I saw it. I was just like, I know, it was so sweet. But yeah, I can say that I've done a death match with Nick Gage, and I don't ever have to do it again.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but it
was disgusting.
We'll talk about it next.
Yeah,
next time.
But yeah, I think so. We can do a watch along for that, but we still have to do a watch along for the SmackDown in Raleigh. That was the weekend after this, and then WrestleCade. I need to go ahead and do the AML video for that. And then
this past Wednesday night
in Greensboro
Superstar Experience.
That was I mean, if you've seen the videos, obviously, of her hugging Bray and
interaction with Jinder, interaction with Ricochet and Braun Strowman and Liv Morgan
and Kevin Owens. Yeah, I mean,
she had a full-on conversation with Kevin Owens.
She did, yeah. I think she was kind of in awe of Kevin.
It's funny because you got the first half of the conversation with Kevin
and he
Owens,
got the second
and I got the second half.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to look at both of our TikToks to see the whole thing.
Actually, the whole thing is on the video that I just put up.
Because
for the Greensboro,
you got my video.
I got your video, and it's on the video that cool. I posted here on YouTube. But so we got that going on. This is going to be a crazy month because dance season is starting.
Dance season's starting up. Bowling is starting up for me because Tyler Troop's got his series is getting ready to start, which I'd like to try to participate more in.
Mm-hmm. But Josie's got her first dance competition this month. So
if you don't know who Tyler Troop is, it's Kyle Troop's little brother. If you don't know who Kyle Troop is, just Google him. He's the kid with the fro that bowls really well.
Yes. But yeah, we've got a lot going on. We do want to do more. You just went bowling.
Very cool.
We do want to do more wrestling events. We want to do more superstar experiences because they're worth every single penny. I'm going to be honest. Josie and I were really sad when we found out Drew got pulled from that event in Greensboro because he's the reason why I got those tickets for her for Christmas. He was the reason why. And I mean, she was really sad, but I'm going to be honest, she took it better than I did.
And you know what? We had a blast.
But I knew we were still going to have fun. But man, everyone, the superstars, the staff, they all stepped it up. And they made that little girl's night. It was so amazing.
Giovanna, to your point you just made about hoping Drew is in our superstar experience next time. We have it under good authority that every effort will be made to have Drew in that room the next time we do it.
We have it on really good authority.
Yeah.
So, and we also have it on good authority that he was going to be doing it.
He was supposed to do it this past. He was on the short list, but we've been told by certain officials
that every
effort will be made to have him in there the next time we do it.
So we actually almost got backstage to meet Sheamus.
Almost. Same official said he was going to try to get us back there to meet Sheamus, but they had all just had their flu shots, so
boosted, and
they
WWE lockdown. They wouldn't let anyone back. So, the WWE, yes, I know that their staff is incredible. MJ is amazing. Although our favorite security guy, Dave
his contract is up.
His contract is up,
and he's not re-upping because he's got to have knee replacement.
He's got to have a knee replacement, and that breaks my heart because
Yeah.
he's always been pretty much at every show that we've been to.
But we got his number, so it's cool.
Yeah, we got his number. Next time we go down in Florida, we're going to hang out with him.
Yeah.
So, but every time we get to interact with MJ, with Matt, and the entire staff and those superstars, they really do. They make everything worth your while. I mean, they
do.
They're so amazing to the fans. But I definitely highly recommend. I think I saw someone behind me.
Hi.
Hi.
When you said Shillelagh, I was like, Seamus!
Shillelagh.
How are you?
When you said Shillelagh, I was like, Seamus!
Shillelagh.
Seamus!
Shillelagh.
Seamus!
Shillelagh.
If ever SummerSlam comes to Nashville, come stay with us. We have the room.
Hey.
Well, I mean, they were here last. We were there this summer for SummerSlam.
We sure were. We stayed right down by.
It was the courtyard
downtown. We stayed in the courtyard downtown.
Yeah.
The room.
Yeah, it was.
Shillelagh.
Seamus!
And Seamus liked her sign.
Sure did.
Seamus!
He gave her the bar
He gave her the bar sign.
Seamus!
Giovanna said hi, Josie.
Hi.
So yeah, this little girl had the
She had
time
a
of her
blast.
life. But we were talking about our girls' trip from this past summer. We had a lot of fun for that too.
Girls trip.
So what was your reaction when Drew gave you a hug?
I was like,
What
was it like getting a picture with her?
So she asked, what was it like getting a picture with Drew?
it was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was awesome.
It's
I was like, yes!
yes.
I was like, yes!
And Lewis says hi, Josie.
Lewis says hi,
Hi.
Josie. Yeah.
Hello.
But yeah, you got a hug and a picture with him. So that was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think she was excited.
Yeah. So, but next time we go, we'll make sure Drew's there.
Yep.
You heard her.
You heard her.
And Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Shillelagh. Shillelagh.
Lord.
Shillelagh.
Okay, that's right in my
didn't say it,
area.
I just said it because I wanted to.
She also thinks that she's like me, that Seamus should get his old theme music back.
It's a shameful thing. Lost her head.
She's
Too many lines.
Too many
Too
lines.
many lines.
Too many lines.
That's funny.
Yeah, you got a hug from Drew and a picture. So does she.
She is a mess.
She is a mess. It's
Shillelagh.
like
See?
it's like this all the time with her. You got your homework done?
Yes.
Do your split stretches?
No, I just came up here.
Okay.
Before
All right.
What did you make on your iReadies?
I texted you them.
Oh, I haven't seen. 100 in math.
100 reading.
All right, cool.
100.
All right.
Yes.
Time for your split stretches and run your solo.
Yeah. All right. You want to say bye?
Bye. See ya in 5 chicken nuggets.
Told you. She loves chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
See if you do come to Scotland, I'll get you tickets for a
That'd
show
be
to watch
awesome.
me. That would be amazing. I want to go to Scotland for many reasons, but I do want to go to like an ICW show because
That would be awesome.
I'm friends with Jack.
It doesn't have to be ICW either.
I do want to go, but I do want to go to see ICW as well because I want to go see all the wrestling over there because like all the wrestling in Europe is incredible, especially UK. But I'm friends with Jack Jester on Twitter, so I definitely want to go. I'd love to meet Jack and like all the guys at ICW. I love Jack. Jack's great. Jack's great. But yeah, so I guess that we are going to
wrap things up.
We will do more. I was going to say ride along.
More watch alongs.
More watch alongs. I guess the next one we will do is for the SmackDown right after this
In Raleigh.
And when we get tickets for another show, we will let you know what we're up to. So, all right. So for the crazy kid downstairs, for Josie,
Gooch,
I am Cherry. We are the Disney Beams, Wrestling Beams, Beam Team, whatever you want to call
ringside
us.
review, whatever.
Oh, so yeah,
so my old. So I had a channel where when I was driving Uber about 3 years ago, it was called Rants of an Uber Driver with the Gooch, and I would basically talk about crazy stuff that happened while I was out driving Uber. But I'm not doing that anymore, so changed it to Ringside Review with Gooch and Cherry, and we might start putting some of our wrestling content over there on that channel. So
yeah,
the Beam Team.
The Beam Team. So we actually had a request on the Disney Beams Facebook page to do a review of the 1993 Royal Rumble. So maybe what we could do on that is do watch-alongs on the WWE Network.
I don't know if we'll do a watch-along for that because that's like a really long.
Well, we can watch. We can do a review.
We can watch it and then do a review and talk about it. We take notes and do a review.
Yeah. So so if that's something you guys would like to see on his channel, give us a comment. Hit us up on Twitter. You want to give them your Twitter handle?
I have to remember what my Twitter.
I think it's at Beamer.
It says. I mean, the display name is the Gooch.
Do 2020 watch along.
But it's.
Oh, you mean the Royal Rumble 2020? Oh, that may have to be a watch along because I can't contain my excitement for that.
It's Beamer 1973.
Beamer
1973 is my Twitter handle.
1973, and you know mine is just totally Cherry. Just look for Cherry, the redhead Mama Claymore. That's me. But most of you are already having on Twitter, so you already knew that. But do the 2020 watch along. I'm assuming you mean the men's Royal Rumble match,
the one where Drew kicked Brock Lesnar out of the ring.
So maybe that could be something that we could do.
Just do the Royal Rumble match.
The actual men's Royal Rumble match. Giovanna, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about doing. Do an ICW watch along. I wish that they would put the seasons with Drew on Peacock, because that's what I mean.
Most of it we watch is on YouTube though.
Yeah, I mean we can always pull up something on YouTube. So hit me up on Twitter and let me know if there's specific matches on ICW that you want us to review.
I think we have to be careful about doing watch-alongs for actual content on Peacock because there's copyright stuff that we have to be careful of.
Yeah, I think if we're doing it like this, like you can barely see it,
yeah, we might be okay.
It should be okay, and we're kind of talking over,
and you really can't hear the volume.
Yeah. So she's saying, the men's Royal Rumble from 2020. Yeah. So maybe we could.
I have to look into that though, just to make sure that we're not like violating any sort of copyright.
I know that when some of them do, they cut up. I don't have the technology to do cuts of that stuff.
We'll have to look into it.
But I think as long as it's kind of like this, and you can't, like, we turn down the volume. Oh, sorry, Drew. And turn down the volume, and so you can't hear their commentary. It should be fine.
Okay.
So maybe that's something we could do either on your channel or on here.
Either way.
Because that's my favorite Royal Rumble match of all time.
She just likes seeing Brock Lesnar get his head kicked off.
Well, I also love watching Drew finally win and Edge coming back. I was a bawling mess that night. I was crying. I was so happy on both fronts for that. And it was an actually really good Royal Rumble.
It was. No
stupid celebrity BS. It was just a good Royal Rumble.
Yep, it was a good match.
But yes, so hit me up on Twitter if there's things that you want us or him.
Either one.
Hit us up and let us know what you would like for us to do a watch on or a review of. And so we will. So I guess we will see you. I wish they happened yesterday. Well.
You wish day one had happened? Yeah, I know, but I
kind of get why they didn't.
Yeah, I do too. Because they just came off the holiday tour. They probably wanted some time with their families.
Yeah, all of them had been touring for like a week, and so they're taking that time off. But then again, Hey, Dean Winchester fan. I love Supernatural, by the way.
Huh.
But yeah, so that's going to be it for right now. We will do more watch alongs. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you want us to review, what you want to watch along for, and we will see what we
We'll
can
see
do.
what we can do.
So for Josie
And Gooch.
and Cherry, and as we always like to end our videos with love, peace, rock, a little bit of pixie dust, and
See ya.
and a surprise roll up.
Oh,
All right.
I forgot
that
to
was a
sell.
great sale.
I forgot to
that was
sell.
a great sale.
Yeah, I had to remember to sell it.
All right. Mwah. Bye, guys. We'll
See you soon.
see you real soon.